What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. We have to talk about Xdefiant. It is a franchise that I wanted to see succeed. I thought I'd already be playing it by now, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought I'd already be like Prestige 3 or 4. I'd have, a couple days played in the game. I'd be loving it. I'd be creating content. It would be fantastic. But instead, I'm still speculating on when the game is going to release. Now, it is March 11th when I'm recording this, March 12th when you guys watch this. So we have less than 20 days for the game to release to meet the Q4 expected release date for Xdefiant. And judging by what Tom Henderson has been saying on Twitter recently, that ain't happening. We're not going to see Ubisoft release Xdefiant in its Q4 ending March 31st, 2024, which means the wait for Xdefiant has just been prolonged. Again. It's very frustrating. I'm somebody who does believe that things should be perfected. I'm someone that believes that you shouldn't release a broken game. But maybe, just maybe, hear me out, Xdefiant counted its chickens before they hatched. They put out a beta and a technical test before they were ever ready to go gold, before they were ever ready for this game to launch. And it backfired. It really did. They were hoping that the rest of the process was going to go over smoothly and they would have been able to release the game to target September, October. And it would have worked miraculously because people were already sick and tired of Call of Duty's nonsense. They were willing to go to Xdefiant. They tried it out. They loved it. It was free to play. And judging by how poor the initial launch of MW3 went, I think Xdefiant would have been extremely successful. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. It has been, 6-7 months since the beta? And we've been playing Call of Duty for 4 months, and we haven't touched Xdefiant since. Doesn't bode well for trying to build a competitor now, does it? And this is the issue. I want Xdefiant to exist so Call of Duty has some competition, but they're just not able to do it, it seems. It seems that they're fumbling the bag. And let me tell you, things don't bode well for Xdefiant. I mean, sure, another delay is fine, whatever, perfect your game. But any type of hype or momentum that you were expecting for when the game launched, it's going to be significantly less. Like, I'll still be there day one. I'll still make content about it because I want this game to do well. I believe in this game. I believe in Mark Rubin. But you're really testing my patience here. And unfortunately, not everyone is like me and so willing to jump ship from Call of Duty, so willing to try something out that has, for lack of a better term, betrayed them multiple times. How many times have people gotten excited for a prospective launch date for Xdefiant, only for that date to pass and still no news about Xdefiant? And unfortunately, if you go to Mark Rubin's Twitter right now, at least at the time of this recording, he hasn't said anything since January 26th, which is quite disheartening because I would like some communication from the lead developer here. It's one of the things that I highlighted as something I liked about Xdefiant was the fact that it seemed as if Mark Rubin was actually going to communicate with this community. But a month and a half later, and we've heard nothing. Not a zip zilch. Frustrating. Very reminiscent of how Call of Duty does things, which is exactly what Xdefiant is trying not to do. Trying not to be. And it seems as if they're starting to roll into that category. I'm not really sure where to go. On one hand, I do want Xdefiant to release and have it be a completely smooth launch and have no issues. But on the other hand, I'm getting a little antsy here. I want the game to release because the sooner it releases, the sooner it can capitalize on the failings of Call of Duty, the sooner it can capitalize on whatever hype or momentum it has left to actually succeed and potentially survive. The longer it waits, the less and less of a chance it has to survive. Because guess what's going to happen? It'll launch middle of the summer, maybe in the fall of 2024, and people will be like, oh, right, Xdefiant, okay. Anyways, and move on to whatever other game they were playing, or move on to the hype that will be Gulf War. Because Xdefiant was going to release at a time where people were sick and tired of the current formula for Call of Duty, but I have a feeling that Gulf War is going to flip the current community on its head and actually deliver something quite special in 2024. It's a Treyarch game. A lot of people trust in Treyarch. I mean, I released that video talking about the post-Warzone Call of Duties. Most people had Cold War in their top 2, if not number 1. For good reason. It's a Treyarch game. Treyarch knows what they're doing. So that opportunity to capitalize on Call of Duty's failures and being able to build a strong community and a stable community out of that might be out the window if you release too late. Because as much as people are fed up with Modern Warfare 3, as much as people are fed up with Sledgehammer, Treyarch is a different beast. And if they capitalize on bringing us back to a nostalgic style Call of Duty, a la Black Ops 1, we could be in for something truly special. Now, obviously, it'll still have some issues because it's ran by Activision, but that's beside the point. They can really capture this community again, a community that just wants to latch onto something, wants to be loyal towards something. People were hoping that was going to be Xdefiant, but doesn't appear to be that way. As more and more posts from Tom Henderson, a community insider, an industry insider, is finding out. And I trust Tom Henderson. Anything he talks about, I believe, like this tweet here. Any reason why you won't report on it now, or is it just simply nothing to report? It takes time to corroborate details on why it's not releasing this month, etc. That's a tweet from today pertaining to Xdefiant. Tom replied to another tweet saying, I imagine they have to announce it sometime this month that it won't hit its Q4 release. Talking about the potential release date for Xdefiant. Now, I want to try to find some type of positive to come out of this situation. Because obviously, if you're watching this video, you're loyal to Xdefiant, you want it to succeed, you want to play the game, you're excited about its potential release, all these things. And I'm in the same boat as you. I'm trying to look at this as positively as possible. Maybe it's some copium mixed in. But the one thing I want to come out of all of this is a concrete release plan. Give us that. If the game has to be delayed longer, whatever, fine. Give us something concrete to hold on to. Because it's been a whole lot of nothing ever since the beta. Oh yeah, maybe it'll be in a month. Maybe it'll be in 2 months. We never really know. Tell us, is it going to be April 19th? Is it going to be May 3rd? Is it going to be May 17th? Who cares? Just give us a date. Heck, for all I care, it could be July 7th. A random date. I don't even know what day of the week that is. Just release it then. But give us that to look forward to. Let us help you build hype for it. Let us hold something that we can actually see as tangible for release instead of consistently playing investigator and trying to figure out when exactly the game will release. Looking through replies of different developers' tweets, looking through replies of different insider tweets, looking at investor information. Make it real simple. Give us a release date. That's all we're asking for. So if there's one positive, a release date would be fantastic to get this community aligned for a point in time. Because there is a large section of the industry, of the first-person shooter community, that believe Xdefiant will never release. It will never see the light of day, and it will die with Ubisoft along with it. Please prove them wrong. To the developers over at Ubisoft, to Mark Rubin, please prove these people wrong and release the game that we all fell in love with during the beta last year. That's it for the video today. Let me know with a comment down below. Are you still holding out hope for Xdefiant, or are you one of those people that have turned your back to this game and want to try something else? Love to hear from you, as always, down below in that comment section. And guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.